Access tools in parenting, what has it done for me? Everything. Everything, everything, everything.
My clients are getting better with the access tools.
And yeah.
So the Talk to the Animals classes are basically for people and animals.
A lot of people come to me and talk to the entities because they know that they're dealing with a ghost, but they have no idea how to.
Right Riches for me was this incredible invitation to look at money from a completely different angle.
Joy of Business, Right Voice for You, Pragmatic Psychology. You are invited as you.
With Right Voice, we get people to just go, you know what? Why not? Let's do it.
Right Recovery for You is a set of tools, the target of which is to actually have you recover and create you. I look at addiction as an energy looking for a target. So it can be anything. It can obviously be alcohol and drugs, but it can be trauma, drama. It can be being perfect. It can be being right. It's anywhere where you basically leave you and grab onto an image or a behavior or a substance and try to make that your life. The pain of not being able to be us as children, young adults, of being consistently disempowered, and not even because people were mean, they just, we're Smiths. This is how Smiths do it. You follow this path. And any deviation was like, no, 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 no. And one of the things that I really do with Right Recovery is assist people in getting out of judgment. If you can get out of judgment, addiction falls away. It's so much about us being wrong and not fitting in and not knowing that it's our difference that makes us amazing.
Talk to the Entities came into my world basically because I was using the access tools more. I was having my bars run more, I was using the processes, and what occurred was that all of my sort of like ways in which I had built these ways of not being aware of entities, they went away because I started accessing more consciousness. Finally, like I was admitting, like, yes, yes, I see ghosts. Yes, I'm a weirdo, I see ghosts. And realizing that my resistance of it was actually negatively impacting the whole of my life. And I went, wow, okay, so if I say yes, even though I have no idea what this is gonna be, I had so many reasons why not to say yes to talking to entities, but I did in that moment. And the door opened, I let it open, and this incredible gift of awareness flooded into my life that I worked with over the years, that I developed Talk to the Entities with over the years, and it's been nothing but a gift and fortune of this bizarre capacity to talk to entities. It would be so easy to judge and so easy to make myself wrong and crazy about. But with the tools of access, it's become this source of power rather than a source of wrongness.
When I came on board, there was a really strong misconception that it was about performing. And again, performing is about learning a technique usually. Whereas now, it really is about embodying a level of intimacy and communion with everything where you're willing to show up and be there and not shy away from anything. It's like, how many times have you been in a social situation like where you all go to karaoke and someone hands you the microphone and says, your turn, go. And you go, no. But with Right Voice, we get people to just go, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. Let's go. What's the worst thing that can happen? That's my favorite Right Voice for You tool.
What do you think? Yeah.
The Conscious Voice, Conscious Writer program in itself is not about how to have how to be a better writer per se. So you're not necessarily using A, B, C, D, E tools to get to be a better rider. But if you're starting to ask questions and you're reminded of how to be in communion with your horse in a different way, then you can actually start to see, oh, the horse can show me how to sit on it. You know, around a horse, it's really hard to not be you anymore. You have to really be present, you have to be willing to listen to what you know, and you also have to be willing to really see what's going on for the horse. And the more you start that communication with the animal and you really trust what you are getting there, the more you can then also move forward in life. And that's the part that a lot of people say, it's like, oh my God, I went to this class and I learned how to be a better team member. I learned how to be a better boss. I learned how to be having more ease with my children. I learned how to be a better partner. From horses? Yes, from horses.
My entire life, I made money greater than me. Once I have money, then I will be respected. Once I have my doctor's degree, then I will be respected. I have to work towards the money. I need to work for the money. So that's what I was functioning from. Right Riches blew my mind with a totally different point of view. In the Right Riches specialty, I heard for the very first time in my life that money is not greater than you, that money was designed to support you, and that money is actually an energy that supports our choices. Money needs our creativity, our services, our products. It needs us in order to have value. So we need to get to work, we need to create a business, we need to offer our services. So money can actually support them, and money only becomes useful if we create.
One of the things I love is to include the crazy and not exclude it. In our world, we've been taught to get rid of the crazy or fix the crazy. And the crazy has many names, it has many labels, it has many diagnoses and boxes. And in the beginning, people are like, oh, I have a box, I have a name, okay, now I know what's wrong with me. And it's for a moment, for a short moment, it's like a relief for people. They go, okay, now I know why I'm crazy. As long as I have an explanation for my crazy, it's okay, because I can show people, okay, here's my badge, here's my crazy badge of I have this and this diagnosis, and then people go, oh, okay, I understand. Okay, now I know you're a little bit crazy. After a while, even that becomes a limitation, because you think this is who you are. You take it as part of your personality and your identity. And that's where it's becoming limiting, because you are not your depression, you're not your anxiety, you're not your ADHD. Those things are a capacity. So that so-called crazy is actually something you can use as a resource, as a jumping board to realize what else you are and how you can incorporate those capacities that are called crazy to actually be more creative and to become clear on what life would I actually have as mine, not living someone else's version of their lives.